Hello again everybody, welcome to my kitchen yet again. Today we're going to make healthy banana choc chip muffins and I think they're going to taste delicious. First thing we need to do is to check and see if we've got everything, so let's have a look at what I've got. Here's all my equipment. I've got my muffin tray, a wooden spoon for stirring, a fork for mashing my banana. I've got 2 bowls and they can both go in the microwave if I need them to. Got a little bit of grease-proof paper, a sifter, an extra plate to mash my banana on. I've got my cooling rack, my tablespoon, there you go, put it up the right way, 1 tablespoon, my measuring cups, 1 cup, 1/2 a cup, see a 1 over a 2, and 1/4 of a cup, a 1 over a 4. And over here I've got all my ingredients, my banana, butter, 1 egg, dark choc chips, wholemeal self-raising flour, honey, we're using honey instead of sugar, and wholemeal flour to help this to be really healthy. And I've got my milk. So I'm ready to start cooking. Let's get going. First thing I need to do is to get all my equipment ready. So I'm going to put some butter on my grease-proof paper and rub it all around the inside of my muffin tray so that the cake doesn't stick to the muffins and they come out nice and easily. Rub all the way around, just like that, see? And I do that for every single muffin tray, muffin cup. Okay, finished. I'm reading my instructions. It says to turn your oven to 200 degrees Celsius or 180 degrees in a fan forced oven. Here's my oven, and I have a fan forced oven, so I'm going to turn to 180. That's just between 150 and 120. Now the oven will be hot enough when my mixture's finished and it's ready to start baking. For my next step, I need my bowl, my sifter, my self-raising flour, and my 1 cup measuring cup. And I need to put 1 cup of flour into my bowl. You need to sift your flour for this recipe, so I'm going to put my sifter inside my bowl, just like that, and I need to put 1 cup of flour into the sifter. Measure out 1 full cup. Here we go, my cup is full right to the top. Can you see that? 1 cup of flour into the sifter. There we go. And I start to sift my flour. Can you see coming out the bottom into the bowl? I keep doing that until all the flour has gone through the sifter and into the bowl. Here I go. My flour is ready now. So the next step says to make a well in the center of your flour. Now a well is just pretend you're in a sandpit and you're just digging out a little bit of a hole in the center of your flour. And that's where the next lots of ingredients are going to go. For the next step, I need my extra bowl, my butter, and my tablespoon. I need to put 2 tablespoons of butter into my bowl, then melt it in the microwave. I'm using a knife to help me to squish the butter right down into my tablespoon to make sure I fill it properly and that there's no little gaps or holes underneath, because we want a nice full tablespoon like that, and flat across the top but nice and full. I'll put that in. I need to use my knife to get it, scrape it out and get it all into my bowl, just like that. I do it again, so that's 1 tablespoon. I need 1 more. So the recipe says 2 tablespoons. Nice and flat on the top, nice and full on the inside, and put it all into my little extra bowl. Go. Now the recipe says to put this in the microwave and melt it, and when it's melted you just put it aside to cool. So let's do that now. You should ask an adult to help you with the microwave, because if the butter gets too hot it's gonna make a mess everywhere. So do this with mum or dad. Microwave, in it goes. And I'm going to set my microwave for 30 seconds. "30 seconds is finished, so I'm going to check my butter." Look, you can see it's melting, but it's not finished yet. So I'm going to put it in for maybe another 10 seconds. Time to check my microwave again. That's better. Look at that. Nice melted butter. And my recipe said to put it on the bench and let it cool for a little while. The next step in my recipe, it says it's time to mash my bananas. You're going to need a fork and a little plate just to mash it on. So I've got this one. Peel your banana, and you can break it up if you want and put it on your plate. There's mine. And now it's time for me to start mashing my banana until it's all mushy, and this is actually pretty fun. Alright, I think mine is looking ready to go. That's nice and mushy. Next step, you need your flour. Remember we put that little well inside, and you need your mashed banana, and it's time to put your mashed banana into the well that you made before. Let's do it. Okay, so I'm scraping it right into that hole in the middle of the flour. Simple as that. Get all of it off. What's our next step? For your next step, you need your 1/4 cup, your honey, and your milk. You can use whatever milk you normally like to drink at home. So you need 1/4 cup of milk. I'll do that straight away. Just trying to pour it into the center in that little hole. Fill to the top. Okay, and 1/4 cup of honey. This is going to be sticky, so I'm going to use it. Need to use that knife again. My honey's gone quite hard, but that's okay. We're using honey because it is much healthier than sugar. It's really, really good for you. Fill right to the top, not quite finished yet. Okay. There we go. My cup, my 1/4 cup is full. Into the bowl. Notice we haven't mixed anything up yet. Next, 1 egg. I know a lot of you love to crack eggs, so 1 egg into the center of the bowl. There you go. I think my bowl is getting a bit full. You need 1/2 cup and your chocolate chip cookies. So we're going to put 1/2 cup of chocolate chip cookies. Fill your cup right up. Make sure it's nice and flat on the top. Into the bowl. I've got my wooden spoon, and I'm going to stir very, very gently. We don't want to stir too much or it makes your muffins turn out really hard. Stirring really gently, turning the mixture over and over. Now remember that melted butter that we put on the side? Time to add it into your mixture. And keep on very gently mixing until it's all mixed through. Now that our mixture's made, we're up to the fun bit. For this bit you need your muffin tray, your mixture and a spoon. And we're going to spoon the mixture into the cups until they are 3/4 full. Remember, you can ask an adult to help you with that. I'm going to keep going. I think it needs a little bit more to be 3/4. There we go. I think that's good. And you keep on going until you have filled the whole tray. My muffins are ready to go in the oven, because see my muffin tray is a bit wonky donkey, so I'm going to put it on a tray to keep it straight, and it's time to put these babies in the oven ready to cook. Now it's just a matter of waiting for them to cook. You leave them in the oven for 20 minutes and then just get an adult to help you check. If they're nice and firm, they're ready to go. If they're not, then they'll need a little bit of extra time. Get an adult to help you with that. Okay, now it's time for the exciting bit. It's time to take the cakes out of the oven. I've got my oven mitts on because it's hot and I need to be nice and safe. So switch the oven off. Open the oven. There they are, they look beautiful. Beautiful, nice and ready. So I'm going to take my tray out. The instructions say to sit it on the bench. They're going to sit there for 3 minutes and then we're going to put them into our cooling tray. Okay guys, this is the last step. My muffins have had time to cool a little bit, and for this step you need your cooling rack, because it's time to tip the muffins out gently onto your cooling rack, ready to just cool off and be ready to eat. Okay, I'm going to tip them out gently, moment of truth. Look at that, beautiful. Now if they're too hot, use a pair of tongs, but mine are pretty good. So I'm just putting them back the way that they belong. And you can eat them anytime now. Yum, yum. So that is how you make a healthy chocolate muffin. Dig in guys while the chocolate's still melted. I'm going to go and have mine now too. So I'm going to say bye. Bye everybody.